Now, I have had children ask me, how would I paint a morning or a sunrise sky? So I'm going to show you that now. We have still used the cobalt or light blue. We have popped in some white, but this time we've added a few interesting colors. We've added a little bit of pink down in a row here and in a row here. And then we've also dropped in a little bit of red very close to the pink. And what we're trying to achieve is that streaking of color in the sky as the sun comes up. Should we have a go and see what it looks like? Remember, the best brush for a smooth finish is always your round pointy brush. Use the biggest one there to be able to cover a large area and to reduce or limit the streaking. Okay, making it smoother. Now when I start off here, it looks quite dry. That's a dry brush. That means the brush is really thirsty. It doesn't have enough paint on it, but it doesn't matter because we've got lots of paint coming up. So when we come back for our second pass, coming in the other direction, we'll cover that up easily. So we carry on. If you're finding that it's dry like that all the way through, all it means is you have not put enough paint on your work. Oh, here we go, here come the colours, and it might mean you need to go back and just drop a little more paint on. Oh, look at those beautiful colours coming through. Okay, so early morning sunrise. Now you'll notice that we've still got some big blobs of colour happening here, and our brush is pretty full as well. That's cool because we're going to clean it off on our paper in a minute. We're going to do our second pass. After a while, you'll get used to knowing how much paint you need for the size of your paper. And you'll learn not to put too much or too little. You'll get just the right amount. And it doesn't matter if you don't, because guess what? You can always go back for more. Here we go. Here we come up to the dry section. Look at that beautiful mauve colour we've ended up with. Now, if this was me, I probably wouldn't want to lose too much of this. And I don't want to make it all pink. I like to keep some of this blue. I'll just go back on those areas that need a little more smoothing, keeping the blue in the blue area. And if I've got too much paint on my brush, remember your paper that you have for cleaning your brush off. Go and do that. Get rid of that extra paint. And then come back and give it that lovely smoothing effect. And same here, I wanted to keep that blue and that white. It's like a cloud. Beautiful. Now here come these big blobs I don't really want here anymore. Let's get them off onto our scrap paper. You see here I've painted it all off from there. And here we go. Just keeping it smooth, smooth, smooth. Getting rid of those bubbles. Sometimes we get those bubbles too because the paint is a little bit older. We've had it for maybe a year or more. That's okay. It still paints just fine. Here we go. How's that for a beautiful morning sunrise sky? The second sky you've asked me about is a sunset sky. The colours in here we've used have been that really dark blue with little splashes of purple. Right at the very top end of my sky, it's lying sideways, but it's because of the direction we're painting. The top of my sky is down here is where we get the surprise colours. We have got some orange dotted through here and we've got some red. These are the colours closest to our horizon. So this will be a portrait painting when we are finished with it. Let's start off, well, because we have got some very strong colours over here and some very weaker colours over, or medium colours over here, we might start with those colours here first. So again, you'll notice it might be a little bit dry down here until we get our brush nice and wet. Can you see what brush we are using? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And that's where the orange comes through quite interesting over there. Don't paint it out. If you keep painting over it with the stronger colours, it will disappear. So working your way up along here towards the black section. Again, you'll notice that your brush will be really heavily loaded with colour, with paint. So what we want to do is not drag that black down too far into these colours, and so we're going to use our bit of scrap paper and we're going to clean our brush off. Just get rid of that load of paint, and then we can come back a little bit. You might find your fingers get a little dirty holding on to this, and we're going to smooth it out. If you find you're picking up a lot of dark colour again, clean your brush off. There we go. You don't want to lose those beautiful orange streaks. Oh, see, it's getting really dark down here. Don't want to lose that. Oh. Good. We just want to lightly streak it over. So it's not a very bright red, it's more of a subtle red. Done. Let's dry them now.